Hello and welcome to Cosmic Cultivators Handyman Edition. Behind me you see a project I've been working on for a pretty long time. I gave you all a brief update on a short the other day. And today's the day where we're back out here, we're back at it, and let's see some of the further progress we have made on the chicken coop. So the last update you saw me talking about the new window. I didn't want to risk building my own window and sacrificing the lives of chickens. What you haven't seen is just the interior walls in the hatching nest or whatever it's called. Gina will correct me at some point. It's pretty much the same, everyone. Oh yeah, I did get this wall in right here. So today I'm hoping to get that wall going on the inside, while all the interior walls should be done today. And then I'm hoping to start on the insulation and maybe even getting the exterior walls done. We're going to go ahead and use the Pink Panther insulation. We all know what that is. So there it is so far. It's kind of an early start. The sun's shining. Beautiful day here in southern New Hampshire. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, so Chris is busy, but I wanted to record this aspect of salvaging your own wood. It's not all fun in games.
No.
So
this is the off-the-scene stuff. Gina thought it was prevalent to see.
it takes a while. There are thousands of staples that are holding that board to the piece of plywood that we need for a wall.
But with a little determination and perseverance, right?
And a crowbar.
And a crowbar.
And a hammer.
And a hammer.
You slowly get a piece of beautiful wood out of it.
Yeah, and then after this we have to get the grinder out, and we're going to grind down all the staples that you can show them over here.
I would take this off the stand to make my life easier, but I don't know how.
There's a bunch of staples on here anyway. But yeah, this is the off-the-scene stuff. Oh, you got some over here you can show. Perfect example.
Excuse my terrible camera skills.
So we gotta grind those down once we get this board off. And that board off. And that board off.
There's lots of staples, and I stay away when he's using the grinder. That thing scares me. All you see is flying sparks.
So yes, it is much more convenient to just go buy your plywood at what, 89, maybe 120, depending on the thickness. This was free.
Yep.
But it's our day off.
Gotta go pick up another crate today too for more plywood.
Yep.
But yeah, I just wanted to show you this. Like, this is why our projects take so long. It's because we work for our wood.
Yeah. We're back with the next step. We got our wall insulated and the exterior wall on. This part was a little tricky, so instead of recording and boring you with all the ridiculousness of measuring and thinking this through, I'll just show you the final product. So I got my measurements and I had to make a 45-degree cut, as you see there, to get the proper edge for our roof, for the hen house or the nesting box. This is the bottom of it, as you see. The 45-degree cuts are the base of it. So what I'm going to do is set you up over there and show you how this all fits together. So you see, it fits pretty much right in place. That's more like it. Now that that's basically in the place that we want it, turn the screen so I can see. Sorry, we're all amateurs here nowadays. So now that we have our roof/door in place, I think I'm going to go ahead and set in our hinges. Again, these were free. I believe these were found at one of our old job sites, just thrown away in the trash. There's probably a couple dozen of these that we have. But what I'm hoping is screwing this in place here, and one approximately here, we'll be able to have a functioning door. Got our final screws in place now. Let's see if this actually works. Looks like it works to me. Sounds pretty snug. I think I'm going to put an extra support beam here, so that way it'll sturdy it up a little bit more. But I think that is an absolute success right there. What do you think, dear?
What do you think, chickies?
I think the chickens are approved. Well, the chickens have approved. And yeah.
What I found in the garden.
What do you got in the garden?
Some kind of onion.
Already growing stuff amongst the shambles that is our homestead. But this right here is a huge step, I guess. Now it's just...
so did you explain this part?
Well, there's a small gap here. I can show you just like that. I plan on getting the door foam. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it comes in strips and it has an adhesive side. And I want to put it there once it's all finished, and then when it closes down like so and we latch it tight with our lock mechanism, it'll be completely sealed off the best I can and keep it insulated for them the best that I can. Maybe we'll even get a rubber flap and just have that draped over as well for a little extra wind barrier. We'll be doing the same thing up here when we go to do our final wall. We'll get a piece of rubber and we'll put it over here on top of our final roof, so that way, just like in shingling, you're overlapping on top of one another, so that way there's no way the inside will get wet. It makes more sense in my head instead of me trying to explain it to you all, but you'll just have to stay tuned, really. We're hoping to get out here tomorrow. I might do a few more things here before it gets a little late, but we gotta celebrate wifey's birthday.
Yay!
Yep, it was yesterday, but you know.
We gotta go get dinner at some point.
Yeah, we'll get dinner and all that good stuff. We need to get our other crate from our job. Thank you again, guys, if you ever watch this stuff. They have really supplied us with a lot of this wood now. Well, the plywood at least. All this stuff is from other jobs and pallet wood and wrecking and all that. Here we are, day 2. And we're just kind of wrapping up things for the day. You're seeing me put in my last 2 Frankenstein pieces. And what I mean by Frankenstein pieces because we're starting to run low on wood. So therefore, I'm starting to take little slivers and fill in the rest of the holes. As you saw, we insulated the inside of everywhere. We've put our exterior walls up. Our hinge system's working good. So far, so good with the progress. I think we definitely need to go find some more plywood. There's some waiting for us at work. So I think this will conclude our chicken coop build for today. So here it is, what we got done for this weekend. We do have some light. I'm going to get a couple other projects done.
It's a tad bit chilly today.
It is a tad bit chilly. And as you see,
we have a layer box. Now we just need layers.
That's right. It's pretty much all done as far as insulating. We will be putting tack paper, I think it's called, the housing paper that goes on just before the vinyl goes. We'll be doing tack paper, we'll be doing shingling, and then we will be getting pallet wood, and we'll be
giving it the nice cottage look.
Yeah, nice cottage look over the entire coop.
But yes, this should definitely be nice, solid, and warm for them.
Should be.
Which is my biggest concern.
Yeah, and the reason why we're going through such extremes to try to warm this the best we can is I'm thinking of a future without having to put electricity out here, we'll say, right?
Yeah. You never know what's coming. You never know what's going to happen.
If we don't have electricity to put out here, I need to be proactive in my thinking and how I'm going to keep these chickens warm. And I can insulate this, and we can also cool it off in the summer as need be with solar.
But I mean, we've gone spared no expense with the insulation. So we now have insulation on the floor. All of the walls will have insulation.
One thing we did spend our money on was insulation.
These chicks will be nice and warm.
Yeah,
and that's the other thing. We don't have the room in our house to raise chicks and or pullets. So they're going to be in here from the get-go, which means that this needs to be as warm as humanly
at
possible.
least insulated, so we can have a nice big trough or tote or whatever with a heating lamp inside. What we need is a house. That's why we're building this literally like a house.
And you can see chickens already approved.
Yeah, the chickens are down here. You've been seeing them on our shorts. The neighbors' chickens, they're becoming famous slowly.
They're becoming my best friends.
So that will wrap up this weekend's build on the chicken coop. Next weekend, we'll get right to it again. Got some things to do over here with the garden. I have a little bit of time. Next weekend, dear, I think we'll get to the roof. Start building a roof.
We've also had some tragedies with seedlings. There will be a video coming out on that. We got to get that done today. There's no procrastination anymore. Also, we got some mail out today, which was long overdue.
Yeah.
One project at a time lately, just with our schedule. But our schedule is about to change, and life will be getting a lot easier for us on the homestead.
Absolutely. Well, with that all being said, hope you enjoyed this handyman edition. Come check us out on our global gardening crew. Hashtag
global
gardening homesteading
Hold on,
skills.
reverse.
Gardening homesteading skills.
Yes.
Yes.
Hashtag global gardening homesteading skills, or gardening homesteading skills.
We'll put it here.
It's so much longer than last year's.
Sorry, Robert and John.
We failed right there. We failed.
Yeah, we failed, but we'll get it right here for everybody, the correct label. Come check us all out. This is just one of the few things you're going to learn with all of us here. That all being said, we'll see you next time on this Handyman edition.
Peace.
Love and happiness.